everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Adoptions from the Heart TV. We're excited to be continuing these conversations about race within the adoption community, and now we're going to tune in to our adoptive parents who are going to be questioning our birth parents for some advice pertaining to transracial adoption. Christy, did you have anything you wanted to ponder or?
Yeah, I mean, so sometimes being a parent in transracial adoption, I think the challenge is that, one, it looks like you're coming late to the game and you're only coming because you have a child that is in the situation. And that may or may not be the case, but it doesn't matter when you come to decide that you need to stand up for racial justice. You got to come. You got to stand up and you have to use your voice. And I think for me, I'm very aware of my white privilege, and I'm very aware that there are friends in my social media that I can just hide their stuff and ignore it and not have to speak into it because they're never going to get it. That's not the choice for everybody, right? I mean, I'm out in the world and nobody knows that we have a Black daughter when I'm not beside her. But I think one of my challenges is utilizing my white privilege to protect my child, but by also using it to open a space so that Black voices can be heard, not my voice. How do I balance utilizing my white privilege to make sure that other voices, people of color, their voices are heard? But I want to speak into it, but not over.
Chrissy, as far as the juggling, it's always going to be a juggle. You're just going to get better at it the longer you try. Honestly, because there is, to me, no right answer to that. But the fact that you are actually trying means something to us. So we do appreciate that.
If I could pose just we're kind of nearing the end of this, but just what would be your strongest piece of advice as a Black individual for the white individuals raising Black children?
Be as transparent as possible. Because for me, I mean, and just in general, you know, like the openness, and I like that, Lynn, straightforwardness, honesty, may come off to some as, like how they say, like the truth hurts. But what it'll also do is it prepare your children for something that may even hurt even more. Authentic, be transparent, be straightforward, open, and as honest as possible. You know, it may feel as though at times at times it may feel as though that you might have been a little hard, but the situation that you're preparing them for is far worse than what you could be saying to them at the time.
Sierra, do you have any final just important pieces of advice for our families?
Yeah, just open, honest, and nothing that you can say or do is particularly wrong if you're doing it to kind of help, if you're doing it out of love, if you're doing it just to be, if you're doing it to educate them. So even if you say, I don't know, that's still not a wrong answer. Never say, I don't know is a wrong answer. But if you say, I don't know, but we'll figure out the answer, then that is going to stick with them from 2 years old to 22 to 52. Seriously. And it's like, even as an adult, I could still go to my mom and she says that she doesn't know. I may laugh at her, but like, we will figure out the answer together. And then I'll go back and I'll be like, okay, well, thank you for not trying to sugarcoat it or try to give me some thrown off answer. And I really appreciate that. So just, like I said, just being open, being transparent, letting your child know, this is how I feel, this is what's going on, or I don't know, but we can figure it out. I think that will stick with them forever.
And Sierra?
To communicate about these things means later on it's going to be easier. I mean, you guys are still going to have those hard conversations, and you guys are now preparing yourselves for them, which is great, because when they arise, it won't be as
one, it won't be a shot out of the dark. Like, it won't come out of nowhere. You guys are aware of what's going on, and that's what's important, because you guys are always like, you guys know what's going on. So it's not going to be a surprise if that conversation does come to a head. Just again, yes, open, honest, transparent. Just be willing to talk and be willing to hear your children as well, because that's also a very important thing. Is, I know you guys are the parents, you guys have to teach, you guys have to give your kids this knowledge, but make sure you're listening to them as well, because one, they may teach you something you didn't know, or you may learn about a concern that you didn't even think they would have. So, and then that throws back to Asia's comment about you don't know, but you're willing to learn. Right. Which again, yes, your child forever. And that'll be that comforting thought. Like, I can go to my mom and dad for anything, because if they help me through the hard stuff, they can help me through anything.
Thank you, guys. I mean, we really appreciate everyone just having the courage to participate in today's conversation. Race is never an easy conversation at all, particularly for white people. It's really hard to talk about race. So the fact that everybody was able to just join in and be open-minded to these conversations is a really great start to what we're trying to do here. And I think our agency has already taken great steps to try to have a platform for people to be able to converse about these things. But the fact that Samai, Asia, Sierra, I know there's other birth parents out there who are Black and are willing to participate in these conversations is just really amazing. We always say that the unheard voices of birth parents is some of the most inspiring things to listen to, and particularly the unheard voices of Black birth parents is also really important. And I think the fact that everybody on this call was willing to just have a conversation and communicate and be open about what we know and what we don't know is really wonderful. And that's what we're here for. We don't have the answers. Even as social workers at the agency, when we're teaching these classes, I always preface things with, I'm white. I don't know the experience. I can't give you guys all the answers of how to raise your children of color the perfect way, because there really is no perfect way. But the fact that you're open-minded and flexible and want to learn, somebody had said thirsty for knowledge, that's amazing. Continue to be that way. This is an ongoing conversation, just like adoption and open adoption is an ongoing conversation. This is not just you take a class and check off that box and you're done. You want to continue to learn, continue to be involved, try to participate in as many forums as you can. Having a platform like this and teaching everybody about what we're trying to do here is really important. So thank you to all of you guys. This is just the start, and we're excited to keep moving forward with this.